Ashley Banfield is live in Tucson. And Ashley, you had a long talk with a young man who may have been Loughner's last close friend.
Yes, and also ABC News has learned from sources that employees in that gun store were very uncomfortable selling that gun to Jared Loughner, but said they felt they had to because his FBI forms had actually cleared. In the meantime, George, we are learning a lot more about Jared Loughner, his home, his family, and his mind.
He wasn't shooting people, he was shooting at the world.
Zach Osler is stunned by the events of the last 5 days. He was Jared Loughner's high school friend and spent a lot of time inside his family's home.
The house itself is kind of shrouded, it's kind of covered up, like cold. Cold, dark, unpleasant. I always felt unwelcome, always. I felt really unwelcome and like I shouldn't be there.
Osler says his friend began to spiral downward after a high school girlfriend broke up with him. He also claims Loughner began abusing alcohol and drugs, specifically a drug called salvia, a natural and legal hallucinogen that he thinks Loughner may have been using while taping this video.
He would say he was using it and he would talk about it and say like what it would do to him, and I would like be dude, that's screwed up.
But the memories of the Jared he knew then were in stark contrast to the man staring back at him now.
When you see that picture, does that look like the young man that you knew?
I can't look at that. It scares me. I wish I could have helped it. I just forgot about him, and, you know, stop talking to each other. I wish something I could have done or said to help him or try to get him help. I just didn't. So that's why it's hard to look at the picture of him. It looks like a monster.
As for motive in Saturday's attack and the speculation Loughner may have been fueled by partisan politics and rhetoric in the media,
he did not watch TV, he disliked the news, he didn't listen to political radio, he didn't take sides, he wasn't on the left, he wasn't on the right.
Instead, he points to this online documentary series called Zeitgeist as the gas on Loughner's fire. It's a documentary movement that rails on currency-based economics.
I really think that this Zeitgeist documentary had a profound impact upon Jared Loughner's mindset and how he viewed the world that he lives in.
Eventually, Jared's bizarre behavior drove Osler away. That was 2 years ago.
I forgot about Jared. I stopped thinking about this kid because thinking about him wasn't something I wanted to do.
And George, I just want to draw your attention to the scene behind me. It's really remarkable, a makeshift memorial that has been set up outside of University Medical Center. It's grown since the attack on Saturday, of course, in tribute to those here at the hospital who survived and quite likely those who died as well.